Howdy everyone, how are you all this fine, gloomy, muggy morning? Well, it is for us anyway.
At least it's not raining.
It's not raining, but it has been peeing down. That bad that we actually nearly got bogged here. We were parked up for the night and I went to move in the morning and the car's going brrr.
He says, I think the handbrake's stuck on. No, we were just deep in mud.
Yeah, very, very deep in mud. Okay, this question we get asked a lot, don't we?
We do.
We get asked a lot is, what is the number one modification you would do to start touring or to, you know, go live on the road or do whatever? And
What's the most important thing you can add to your setup?
oh, you made it sound really good then, didn't you? I just blabber around a lot. Look, okay, number one modification we believe, hands down, is a really good and capable 12-volt system, isn't it?
Yes.
We literally cannot live without our system.
We probably could, but we choose not to.
We would have to buy ice. And what is ice?
Actually,
what's an
that's
esky?
true. We don't even have an esky.
Or an ice box or whatever you want to call the things. Yeah, look, 12-volt system. Enerdrive, we started using Enerdrive how many years ago now?
Oh, that's not the question for me. I can't remember.
A long time ago, and we would not be without it. It is decked out in our truck and in the caravan, and if we had another car and another caravan and another car, we'd have all Enerdrive.
Yes.
Wouldn't we?
Forever and ever.
Yes, yes. So I'm going to give you a quick look at our system that we have in the truck only right now, and then we are going to give you guys the opportunity to actually win an Enerdrive DC to DC charger.
Now,
which is
why?
gold.
Why are we doing this?
Why?
Yes.
Oh, because we have hit 30,000 K followers on Instagram. So this is the guys at Enerdrive have teamed up to do a giveaway for a DC to DC charger. So let's not blabber on anymore. Can you grab the camera?
Well, so we've already blabbered on enough. We've actually well and truly surpassed 30K. Like,
yes,
it's taken us a while to actually get this.
Well, we've had rain for 3 days, so we've definitely passed it between now and then. But anyway, look, I'm going to throw the camera to Miriam, and I'm going to give you a quick little rundown on the system in the truck, and then we'll tell you guys how you can win this. The Enerdrive system is over on the driver's side of the canopy. Watch yourself here.
I'm going to fall down
There's
this
the
big hole that you made.
Okay, so this is the Enerdrive system we have running in the truck. Back under the floor behind this drawer, we have one 300 amp BTEC.
See if I can zoom in there.
Well, you won't be able to get to the battery because the battery is actually behind the drawer.
Short.
Which I don't think we'll be able to see. So it's a 300 amp Enerdrive Lithium BTEC battery. That is just a game changer.
I just want you to stop for a second. Can you maybe get me a stool so I can get up to the height of the battery system?
Okay, I'll be 2 seconds. Ready?
We are the king and queen of standing on stools.
Standing on stools. There you go, honey.
There we go.
Just for you.
Thank you very much. So there we go.
Okay,
That's
300 amp BTEC battery in the back. Way down the back there is our AC charger. Now, we don't use this a lot. We have had the occasion where we've had to plug it into the caravan. So this is basically a shore power. So this is anywhere where you have 240 from your house, from a caravan park, from whatever. You plug it into the canopy, which is there's a short plug on the back of the canopy. I'll show you that in a second. And the AC charger will fire up. Now this puts 60 amps into the battery, which is just awesome. Like I said, we don't use it that much because we're not near power, but it's good to have anyway. In the middle, we have the 2000 watt inverter. Now, this runs everything we need to run. As you can see here, we have all our batteries always charging for our cameras, for the camera you have right there. It runs our induction cooktop on the other side, the double induction cooktop. It runs a microwave. It's running the fridge all the time. Oh, no, it's actually not running the fridge. The fridge is 12 volt, but anyway, I'll show you on the other side afterwards. And then here is the DC to DC chargers. This is a 40 plus, so this can put up to 50 amps back into the battery. Over here we have all our circuit breakers and everything just to keep everything right. Our switches, so that's our fridge on and off. That's our alu cab up the top, power up there. Then we have all our lights and our water pump. And then we run it through this is how we monitor the whole system, what charge we have coming in, how much power we're using, our state of charge, the whole lot. We would not be without this too. Our sign is amazing. On the main screen we have our 78 amps of state of charge there, and then on the back it tells us what's coming in. So basically at the moment now,
did you say 78 amps state of charge?
78. Oh, sorry, 78%. Sorry. Oh, you like my little teacher telling me what I need to say. And then we have our charge coming in and our load. So at the moment we're using 5.3 amps. I would dare say that's probably just the fridge. I've opened it a couple times in the morning, so the compressor's firing up and running it all. And then we have the temperature of the cabinet inside. the fridge and the actual system itself. There's a temperature sensor in there. And then this one's not set up very well. You can set these things up to have your tank senders. There's infinite adjustments and settings you can do on the side.
Ours is just set up pretty basically.
Pretty basic for this setup here. And then if you can see here, we got an Anderson plug.
I can see down there.
So that
Hang on, I can't see.
The little red Anderson plug there.
I think.
Oh, you can see it there?
There you go.
Okay, so that is for our solar. So your DC to DC charger, let's explain that a little bit more. So it runs off the alternator in the truck. So when we're driving, it's running through the alternator and it's putting the charge in. This also doubles up as a MPPT solar controller, and I think from memory it handles up to about 800 watts of solar. So we've got we don't have any panels on the truck at all. We only have a folding panel. Because we're driving so much, we don't need a panel on the roof. We've got the folding one if we ever should need it. That's a 240 watt Enerdrive solar panel. We simply plug it into the Anderson plug there, and then the DC to DC charger will fire up and charge the battery from there as well.
Hang on a second. Is there a way, I don't know because you do this, that you have charged the truck with the Caravan before?
That's through the AC charger, yes.
Right,
so we'll get a lead from the output of the Caravan, plug it into the back of the canopy itself, turn the inverter on in there, and then it'll fire up the 240, and then which will fire up the AC charger as well.
There's a few ways to charge the truck.
There is. And then we have a ton of GPOs. We've got a ton of USBs down here. We have another Anderson outlet as well. That is pretty much it. I'll take you around to the other side quickly. If you want to come this way, watch the potholes again. We don't want to see you going.
Well, yeah.
Belly up. Here we go. Up here. So this is our shore power plug.
I'm going to give you...
Oh, you can see it up there. So if we ever need to plug 240 external power back into the canopy to fire up the AC charger, that is how we do it.
Up there.
Like I say, we barely use it. We've used it a couple of times plugging it into the Caravan when we've been put for weeks at a time. This is how we switch our inverter on. So once we switch our inverter on, it will automatically switch the microwave on, the induction, anything that's 240 powered. This is 12 volt fridge. So we don't really, this is not run off the inverter at all. Again, GPOs everywhere, USBs everywhere. Microwave, as you can see, it's on now.
Well, we can't see it because the sun's glary.
Yeah, and then we have our induction cooktop, which is here if you want to come around that side. Which is there. The huge question and comments we get a lot about induction too is, does it use a lot of power? Yes, it does. It draws about 100. This particular induction draws about 180 amps, but bear in mind your cooking time is halved. It heats up nearly instantly, and the heat is awesome on it, and then you don't have to worry about the wind and all that sort of stuff. It's halves the time as opposed to cooking on gas. We do have a little video, and we'll drop a little link here, showing you us pulling over on the side of the road, cooking on the induction for however long it was, drawing the battery and then getting back on the road, and I'm pretty sure about 52 k's back down the road the DC to DC charger had replenished the battery back to full. So yeah, 12 volt system, an absolute game changer. You don't have to carry gas, you don't have to bugger around, it's just all there. Happy days whenever you want to use it. So I think that's it, is it? That was a quick little rundown. Look, any questions or anything you have about the Enerdrive gear, please drop a comment down below, and we'll answer everything as best we sort of can, I guess. So that was enough of my expertise.
How can you win the DC to DC charger? We hear you asking.
Yeah.
Well, this is a fun little competition. The main way to win this one is by watching the video you've just watched. So well done. Tick to that box. Leave us a comment below. We will be checking. And yes, there are...
What sort of comment do we want to hear?
Any comment.
How would you like a DC to DC charger? How would you use it? Where would you put it in your setup? I guess all these.
That's a lot of questions. Okay, one.
Not
Why should you win the DC to DC charger?
Oh, that's fair enough.
There you go.
Yeah, okay.
Why should you win the DC to DC charger? That's the question we want you to answer in the comments of this video on YouTube. We'd also love it if you could be liking and following us on YouTube. So make sure you subscribe. YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, whichever platforms that you have, and Enerdrive as well. So make sure you're following them on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
Absolutely.
So just follow us on socials, engage with us on socials, because we really like that. Engagement means we kind of, I don't know,
talk.
We get to chat. We get to
we love
hang
chatting
out
with people.
So we really like that.
Yep.
So that's basically how you enter. Just be liking, following, engaging with us on socials, and answer that question in the comment here on YouTube.
Yes. And thank you to everyone for supporting us. 30,000.
30,000 followers.
Yeah.
Woohoo!
it's huge for us. It's a milestone, and we are only growing stronger and stronger because of you guys. So,
and thanks to Enerdrive as well.
And thank you to Enerdrive. You guys have been an amazing partner with us for a long time, and we appreciate everything you do, and we absolutely froth on your gear. So
we do.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's our system in the truck, and that's how you can win a DC to DC charger.
Adios, guys, and smash that bell.
Subscribe. And if you would like to purchase any Enerdrive products, you can use our discount codes on Caravan RV Camping. I will put them all down here for
down where?
you to...
Where are they?
They're down here.
Where? I can't see
down
them.
here. They're in the video description, and they're down here. So yeah, check them out. Caravan RV Camping. You get the best prices on the Enerdrive products, especially if you use our discount code.